What's up, Retro Maniacs? Today coming at you from Mike's Retro Trading Cards, and we have episode 3 of the Great Brady Consolidation. On today's episode, we're going to talk about what cards are going to be pulled off the shelf of my personal collection and put up for sale. But before we get to that, hit the music. Okay, folks, welcome to episode 3 of this interesting journey we are on together. I assume you watched episode 1 where I kind of did the intro, episode 2 where I talked about the grail cards, the light at the end of the tunnel cards, whatever you want to call them, the ones I'd be willing to consolidate this group of cards to then acquire one of those major cards. So for episode 3, we're going to talk about cards I'm pulling off of my PC shelf and putting up on eBay, and actually also putting on Veriswap. I don't think I mentioned this to Mike and EP, but I want to try Veriswap out for this as well, because if the goal is to consolidate a group of cards and for all intents and purposes trade them for one card, that's kind of a Veriswap thing. So we're going to see how that pans out. I signed up for Veriswap a few months ago, put up some cards. I just kind of wanted to see what the platform was like. And it's interesting. We're not sponsored by Veriswap, by the way. Get that out of the way right out of the gate. But I found the platform interesting, so I decided to upload the Brady rookie cards that I was going to put on eBay. And maybe there is someone trying to do the reverse of what I'm doing. We'll see. I'll let you know as this series progresses. Let's get right to it. All right. So I pulled up my eBay page here, and I'm just going to go through from the low end to the highest end and just give you a couple of quick notes about each one of these cards. Mike's going to probably put a picture somewhere on the screen of each one. First one, the lowest of the low end, 2000 Fleer Tradition Tom Brady rookie card in SGC 9. This is a great card if you are a Patriots fan and you want a Brady card to add to your collection, but you don't want to break the bank. I think I paid 150 for this card. That's what I have it listed for, 150 or best offer. Its true value is probably closer to 125. If you see them go on auction, I've seen them go under 100 numerous times, but if you see them go as a buy it now or best offer situation, I've seen them go as high as 165. Really depends. That's why I have it at the 150 or best offer. It gives me some room to negotiate down if I need to. None of these are going to go for auction, by the way. All of these are buy it now or best offers. The second card on the list, and when EP watches this, he's probably going to feel a little pain in his chest. I bought this card from EP at the National a couple years ago, and he kept trying to get me to pay less for it. And I said no. The last couple of sales were, I think it was $275. It's not worth that now, unfortunately. It's worth. I have it listed for 200 or best offer. Its true value is probably 150 to 175. But again, similar to SGC, or I'm sorry, similar to the Fleer Tradition, I've seen that card go higher than the 200 I am putting it for. So who knows? Again, buy it now or best offer is the way to go. I really dig this card because I think the design outpaces the value. I think it's a really, really sharp card. And it's a tough grade. A PSA 7 is a very good grade for this card. So I would be happy to get that 150 to 175. And in case you're wondering, EP bought me a few drinks that night and they were very expensive. So he kind of did give me a cheaper price on it. So don't worry about it. All right. Next one on the list, we've got the 2000 Upper Deck Victory in a PSA 9. This one I bought at the National that year as well. Paid about 500 for it. That's what I have it listed for. 500 or best offer. I see them go anywhere from 350. I've seen them go above 500. Again, I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse, but it's that auction versus buy it now situation. I think the true value is probably closer to 425 to 450. So this is another card that's really, really sharp, perfectly centered. And I think this is a card that fell victim to, I don't want to say pop control, but I think it got graded during the height of the Brady craze. And I think that might have played a role in it getting a 9. I'm not going to crack it and resubmit it. I mean, maybe I will if it doesn't sell. But this one I've looked over several times, and it's a beautiful card. I'm not 100% sure how it got that grade. All right, next one on the list, we've got the 2000 Fleer Ultra Gold Medallion die cut in a PSA 8. I bought myself this one as a Christmas gift a couple of years ago. I think I paid $450 for it. I have it listed for 500 or best offer. I think the true value is that 425-ish range. I again see them go from that 375 to 450 range. I this one is so much nicer than the base Fleer Ultra. I usually am a huge Fleer Ultra mark, but the base one kind of is blah to me. It doesn't have much going on in the what's known for some of the greatest photography in cards. Fleer Ultra, it just doesn't have much going on. But in the gold medallion, the gold background really makes the picture of Brady pop. So again, really, really sharp card. And it's got a lot of things going for it. Fleer Ultra check, gold medallion check, die cut check. I mean, you can't say much more than that. All right, next one, we've got the 2000 Playoff Prestige. This is a PSA 7 numbered to 2500. First of our numbered cards. You may not think it. 2500 is actually a pretty low numbered card for back in the day, and it's really actually 2500. It's not a shell game of serial numbers as it is with ultra modern cards. I think I bought this for right around 500. That's what I have it listed for. 500 or best offer, and it's again in that range, that 375 to 450 range. This one, very similar to the gold medallion in my opinion, that the background makes the picture of Brady just pop out of the card. The only knock for me for this card is they had to airbrush the Michigan helmet. So it's not only is it just a college uniform, but it's a college uniform without any distinguishing marks from the college, which is a real bummer. But again, sharp card. PSA 7 is a good grade. It's an all foil. There's usually a lot of chipping, but this one's pretty sharp. All right, next one we've got the 2000 Playoff Absolute numbered to 3000 in a PSA 7. This one I actually think will be the first one I sell. A ton of views for this card, a ton of watchers and a ton of offers. Not good offers, but a ton of offers on this card. It's got him in his Patriots helmet. He's wearing the practice jersey and the workout sweatpants, but still, I mean, it's a Patriots card. It's a Patriots Tom Brady card. So I think that will add to the value. Have it listed at 500 or best offer. I think I paid right around that as well. Again, true value, I see him go from 375 to 450, 500-ish range. True value is probably in that $400 to $425 range. But yeah, this one I think is going to go pretty quick. And you may have noticed, just as an aside, I have a lot of PSA 7 graded cards. I think 7 is the perfect collector's grade because take a PSA 7 and a PSA 9, especially a card from 2000, you're not going to see a ton of difference. And the 7s you can get at such a reasonable price compared to something in a higher grade like a 9 or a 10. All right, our two big cards. What I have listed for 4 figures. The first one is the 2000 Upper Deck Pros and Prospects. This is a SGC 8, and it is numbered out of 1,000. So pretty low numbered card, pretty short printed card. SGC 8, while I think SGC is a great grading company, I've looked this card over front and back numerous times. I don't know how it got an 8. I'm probably missing something because I do believe in SGC's grading so much. But again, I'm not 100% sure how it got an 8. I doubt I'd crack it and resubmit it, but it is a clean, clean card. Pros and prospects, he's in his full Michigan uniform, hasn't been airbrushed or anything like that. And it's Pros and Prospects is a really really nice set. I opened up a lot of Pros and Prospects back in 2000, so I do really dig this card. I bought this one probably for about $1,500. This is an L. This is a big L for me. Not the biggest, but it is a big L for me. And I think too often too many content creators only talk about their wins. This is a huge L. I think the true value is probably somewhere around 1,000, maybe even as low as 900. So again, paid 1,500. I'm going to lose money on this card no matter how you shake it out, and that really sucks. But you got to be honest with yourself, and after fees and all that stuff, I'm gonna probably lose half, if not more, of this card's value from the time I bought it to the time I sell it. It happens. All right. And the last card on the list is another big L, even though I'm so confused on how it is. 2000 Pacific Prism Prospects, number to 1,000, PSA 8 Tom Brady rookie card. The picture Mike's going to put up is a scan from PSA. That does not do this card justice. I mean, it's just an absolutely beautiful card. They don't shine like they used to, as the saying goes. This card was super short printed as well. If you bought a case of Pacific Prism, there's no guarantee you got a Brady out of a full case. It's crazy to me. I spent over $1,500 for this card and thought I got a steal. I thought the seller was gonna cancel. I got such a steal on this card, and then it started to bottom out and bottom out and bottom out. I see auctions for this, which I would never put this at an auction. I see auctions for this going for like $750, and it just pains my heart. It doesn't even pain my wallet. It pains my heart and my brain. I just don't understand how this card is so low valued. I mean, sure, he's in a Senior Bowl uniform, but it's still a low numbered, shiny Tom Brady rookie card in a set that they still make today. Prism with a Z is the great great grandson of Prism from the 90s and 2000s. So it's just shocking to me that this card is so undervalued. I have it listed, I believe, for 1,100. I'd probably take 900, 850, maybe even. I just, it sucks, but again, you got to accept the L's sometimes. So, all right, there it is. Those are the cards I have. They're listed on eBay. They are listed on Veriswap. I might consider listing them on Twitter. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, drop us a like. Doesn't cost you anything, and we really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, definitely subscribe so you can keep following this journey. I have another video I'm recording right after this one, episode 4. That is going to be the cards I am keeping in my personal collection. And then comment down below, what card do you think that I'm crazy for getting rid of? What card do you think I should have gotten rid of it a long time ago? Or maybe even flame me in the comments for my prices and how I am listing them. I'm fine with all of it. Let's get some engagement going on this one. Like I said, hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you on episode 4. Thanks a lot.